Hi, this is John from Pottery Works. I'm going to show you how to make one of these little hand-done bowls with a swimming fish. I've already made a couple here, showing you this one. This one's drying. I have another one with either salmon or stripers, and I'm going to make a couple of smaller ones, so I thought I'd do a video on it. I'm going to get set up here, bring the camera back. Zoom back out. Okay. Alright, a couple things you're going to need. Some kind of banding wheel. I use different plaster molds that I've made from pots and stuff. Now with the little one here, I use this piece of plastic just so the clay doesn't stick to the banding wheel. Set this up just so it's semi in the middle, make it a little easier to work with. I'm using my extruding gun. I've got two different size holes. This one I think is like maybe 3/8 or 3. Yeah, this one's 1/2 inch. This one I'll start with to make the rims and the trim pieces. So first off, we'll start. I'm going to make a couple of pieces long enough that'll go all the way around the pot twice. One for the bottom rim, one for the top rim. Now I've already made my little flounder out of red clay. Both of these are stoneware clays. I made a little pattern to the fish, and then I just decorate it mostly with my little pin tool. These are about 1/4 inch. I want them a little drier than the clay because it gives you that raised detail when you're putting it together. The only couple things that you really need. I use this little roller, just a little 3-inch paint roller, any hardware store. Of course, a pin tool, sponge. I like using my Van Gilder wire cutter. This is a really thin wire, works great. But you can use whatever tools you feel comfortable using. Pull this over in the middle. First I'm going to do is define where I want my fish. Now with this smaller bowl, normally I would only put 1 or probably 3 on here. Now you got to remember, this is the bottom of the flounder, although this is the bottom of the flounder, but for the bowl's purposes, this is bottom fin here, so you want it to be upside down. So I'm just going to sit and see if I can do 3, which I think I can. Alright, now what I do is just so the clay sticks a little bit, so I get to the first part. Should be, take my first round piece of clay. Now on the bottom of this mold there's already a bottom piece. You can tell there where the difference at the bottom of the bowl. I use the stainless steel, just plain stainless steel mixing bowls. I got a few different sizes, so I keep a few different molds in stock. Kind of smooth off the joint a little bit. Check, see if we're in the camera here. Hopefully this comes out alright. That's my starting spot. Now my ending spot, I'm going to wrap it right around the base of the bowl. This is actually one of those times when it's good to use one of those little cheapy wheels. This thing spins so easy that you can't beat it for doing other stuff. I'll cut that on a 45-degree angle where I'm going to make my joint. Now, because you're working with clay that's the same wetness, you really don't have to slip and score, and I hate doing it anyway. Alright, that's going to give me my two starting points. Now, I'll take and just dampen the fish very lightly, just so they stick to where I put them, and so the new clay, because this is going to be a tight angle, or a little more of an angle than I'm doing, but it'll work. Just kind of press it on there. That's another reason why you need it to be a little stiff. But you'll see at the end on how the different softness in the clays work out. Here she sticks. Kind of balance it. Okay, so we've got them all kind of stuck there. Now, I'm going to start by extruding. I'm going to change our extruder head to the smaller round hole. Alright, now we're going to pump out get some of this other stuff cleaned up. Just going to extrude some tubes. Now usually with a bowl this size, I can just about do it with one tankful of clay here. Check the center. Okay. Now the first thing I'm going to do is anchor in the fish. I'm just going to start very simply. I'm not going to try to make any decorativeness now. Want to get the fish anchored so they don't move. And of course, you don't have to do fish, you can do whatever. Don't make them all the same. I'm trying to make it look like seagrass or something like that inside. Overlap. I've done a few of these that are almost, I call them colanders. Try to keep the holes a lot smaller. Okay, that pretty much anchored the fish. Now I'm going to go around and anchor the other ones, and then just fill in between. Like I said, don't worry about all these sticking up because you're going to take care of that in the next step. Now you can certainly hand roll all your clay. The only thing I would say is to do it ahead of time, because you really want this clay to be all the same dampness. Scoop some more clay. Still in the picture. You don't want to try to make your overlaps too heavy. Too many joints in one spot makes it a little too thick. A little water on there. You'll see why I say that better with a cheaper banding wheel, but I just don't have one, because it does spin around pretty fast. These things are fabulous for spraying and okay, looks like we've got all our fish nailed down here. Of course, you can also do, impressions of seashells and fill that around, and coral, and use your imagination. I'm doing flounder and stripers because that's what we have around here. That's the big fish. More. Trying to do this fast so you don't have to sit here and watch a long video. just kind of want to go around, fill in any larger holes. Look for places that need a little strength. Now on the smaller bowls, I normally put a spiral inside, or a couple of spirals. Let's see, what we got here? Another little spot. That looks pretty good, no big holes. So what I'll do is I'll take and just kind of roll the end of this, make it a little more manageable size. Now what I do is I'll roll both sides, and then let's get you in the picture here. What I've done is rolled both sides to a point, and I'll start turning this one way and then turn this one the other way. Get two of them done at the same time. It makes a neater decoration. Now, when I put it onto the pot, let's see if I can get a little closer here. When I get it onto the pot, I'm going to flip it upside down because this is the better side. Alright, now I'll make two more. Alright, now I'll just do a little filling. I have to roll. Oh, I got a little bit left in here. That in there. These make great fruit bowls. Colanders. Use your imagination. Alright, piece left here. Now, what I'm going to do is back the camera back out. Now it looks like a big mess of spaghetti. Alright, as you can see, we got it all now. I'm just going to go around with my hands, just lightly. Just kind of get everything pressed down just so it doesn't move when I go over it with a roller. Move this over a little bit, get it centered onto the wheel. Alright, now I'll start around on the end, in the bottom, or the top of the bowl, I guess it would be. And I'm just lightly going, rolling it around back and forth. And then I come up. Careful not to press too hard because you'll stretch the clay, you'll make it bigger. Just light strokes, just to kind of get everything melded together. Now, you can use the same clay. Normally I would put a bigger rim on a bigger bowl, but like I said, it's a small bowl. And I'm going to try to find that edge of that thing there. I know where my other one is. It should be right over top of it. Again, take my wire tool, 45-degree angle. Just kind of get it evened out. Damp sponge, of course, the foam rings. Go. Everybody, somebody's selling something. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto the wheel and define the foot. So let me get this set up on the wheel and we'll be right back. Okay, back on the wheel. Now my big one, I use my regular pegs that holds the plaster mold right on there. But this little one is just done, it doesn't have any pegs on it, so I have to kind of compromise. I'm just using my sponge trimmer. It'll hold on there for what I'm going to do. So what I've got it fairly well centered with wet fingers and a nice soft sponge. I'm just going to try to get this thing in line because I have one little high spot. So what I want to try to do, you can see my hands are bouncing there. Now you can also use ball feet, but I only put 3. So if you put 4, you'll have a good chance it's going to warp a little bit, depending on how you dry it. Okay. Use my chamois and just kind of smooth out the bottom of this foot. Make sure we got a good hold. Hit the chamois again. Alright, so what I do, clay, I hit this, I got to be careful with my sponge here. But I'm just going to go around with my torch and get all the moisture off the clay because it's about 98% humidity here today. It'll take forever to dry. All you want to do is just to take the sheen off the clay. You don't want to over dry it because it will shrink and there's a good chance you can crack it. Just keep an eye on some spots here, especially your center. Very lightly. Of course you don't have to use a torch, but for me it's a little faster. Now what you want to do is to let this dry uncovered. I'll show you in a minute. I have one here that I did a little earlier this morning. I'm not sure if it's ready to come off or not, but got a fan blowing. But what you got to do is keep trying to move it so it doesn't stick. Now I have a compressor here with air. I usually shoot a bunch of air around it and it usually just pops it right off. But you don't want it to be sticking to your mold. Because once it really starts to dry real fast, it's going to come apart on you. Because it'll shrink. Whoop. I hit my mold there. Alright, that ought to be dry enough. Alright, I'll take my mark. Now, get my fingers under here. So what you want to do every once in a while is just to go around and kind of lift. You don't want it to stick to the mold as it starts to dry. If you're free, it'll actually slide up the mold a little bit. And if you're going to leave it for any long amount of time, like overnight, make sure you cover it with plastic. But the best thing to do is to try to get it off the mold before that. Once it's stiff enough that it'll stand on its own, what I use, you can use a bat. I just use a piece of plywood. Set that on there, just with even pressure. Flip it, and then your mold pops right out. I'll take care of the other one, and we'll see if that one's ready to come off the wheel or not. Find something to sit this up on. Sorry about that. Okay, here are the first two I've done. One which you both of these are flounder. See the bottom on that one? Just something a little different. Try to do all of them a little different. Take this off the stand. Now this one here, I rolled the rim and then just did like a little pie crust decoration all the way around the outside. That one also. This one here I did a little differently. I did kind of like a patchwork or a weaving almost, but I didn't go through all the weaving part. As you can see, I went around here with a pattern just to kind of break it up. This one will be a colander, and let's see if I can get you on here. Let's see if I can lift this up yet. It's been sitting for an hour or two, but nah, it's still too soft. Nah, still too soft. It's just a little too damp today. Alright, this is John from Pottery Works. Hope that helps somebody. I'm going to do another video here on how to make a banana leaf platter. Been making those, a lot of those lately, so I figured I'd do a video on one. Okay, this is John from Pottery Works. See you later. Bye.